What if I told you that your interpersonal skills, or lack thereof, could be the defining factor of your success or failure? Imagine a world where your ability to effectively communicate, empathize, and build relationships determines your path. It's not just about your intelligence or your technical skills, but about how you interact with those around you. This is not a fantasy. This is the reality we live in today. Whether it's in our personal lives, in our workplaces, or in our communities, interpersonal skills have a profound impact on our experiences and outcomes. Now let's take a moment to think about a man who truly understood this concept. A man who harnessed the power of interpersonal skills to not only transform his own life, but also the lives of millions around the globe. His name was Dale Carnegie. Born in the small town of Maryville, Missouri, Carnegie would go on to become a renowned public speaker, author, and thought leader. Today, we delve into the life of Dale Carnegie, exploring his approach to interpersonal skills that led to his remarkable achievements. Born on November 24, 1888 in Maryville, Missouri, Dale Carnegie wasn't always the charismatic individual we know him as today. A humble beginning indeed, young Carnegie was the epitome of an ordinary man with extraordinary dreams. His journey, however, was far from easy. He faced numerous hurdles, each one challenging him to evolve, to adapt, and most importantly, to communicate better. Carnegie's first foray into the world of communication began with his job as a traveling salesman. On the road, he was thrown into a myriad of situations, meeting a diverse range of people. Some were welcoming, others not so much. But every interaction, every encounter was a lesson. Carnegie was shaping his interpersonal skills, learning to navigate through the complexities of human nature. He realized the power of words, the impact of a conversation. He understood that his success, be it selling a product or making a friend, hinged on his ability to connect with people. He started to observe, to listen, to empathize. He was not just selling a product anymore. He was selling himself, his ideas, his dreams. His job as a traveling salesman was not merely a job. It was a training ground, a platform where he began to understand the nuances of communication. It was here that he honed his skills, sharpened his wit, and built his charisma. Yet even as he was becoming a master communicator, Carnegie himself was unaware of the transformation. He was simply living, learning, and growing. It was in these early years that Carnegie began to shape his unique approach to interpersonal skills, unbeknownst to him, setting the foundations for his future success. From being a traveling salesman to teaching public speaking at a YMCA, Carnegie's journey was anything but ordinary. Born in the late 19th century in the heartland of Missouri, Dale Carnegie began his career in the throes of the American sales industry. His days were filled with door-to-door sales, one-on-one interactions, and a multitude of human experiences that would later form the bedrock of his approach to interpersonal skills. Carnegie wasn't just selling products. He was selling himself, his charisma, his ability to connect on a personal level. This was the crucible where he honed his understanding of human nature and the power of effective communication. But it wasn't until he took his experiences from the road to the classroom that he truly began to refine his techniques. Moving from the hustle and bustle of sales to the quiet corridors of a YMCA, Carnegie found a new stage. Here, he was no longer the salesman. He was the teacher, the guide, the mentor. He began to dissect his experiences, turning them into lessons, transforming his trials and triumphs into a curriculum for effective communication. In this transitional phase, Carnegie was not only teaching public speaking, but he was also learning. Each class, each student, each question asked and answered further shaped his understanding of interpersonal skills. It was here that he began to notice patterns, to draw connections between actions and reactions, to truly grasp the art of influence. His approach to interpersonal skills was not born out of textbooks or theories, but from real, raw, human interactions. It was practical, it was effective, and it was revolutionary. And as he continued to teach and learn, to refine and redefine, his methods began to take shape. Carnegie's approach to interpersonal skills was taking shape, and soon, his methods would reach a wider audience. In 1936, Carnegie penned what would become his most celebrated work, How to Win Friends and Influence People. This game-changing book was a revelation, shifting the perspective of millions on the art of communication and human interaction. It encapsulated Carnegie's approach to interpersonal skills, distilling his wisdom and experiences into a universally readable form. The book's impact was profound and far-reaching, and it remains a staple in the arsenal of many self-improvement enthusiasts. It was not merely a guide to making friends or influencing people, but a deep dive into understanding human nature itself. Carnegie presented the concept that effective communication is not just about what we say, but also how we say it and how we make others feel when we do. Carnegie's book was filled with key principles that demonstrated his understanding of human nature and communication. Some of these principles include showing genuine interest in others, remembering and using people's names, encouraging others to talk about themselves, and making the other person feel important. These principles, simple as they may seem, were revolutionary at the time, and they continue to hold true today. They were not just about manipulation or getting what you want, but about fostering genuine connections and understanding between people. This book was a testament to Carnegie's understanding of interpersonal skills, offering timeless advice that continues to resonate today. Carnegie's influence didn't end with his book. It was only the beginning. As his book took the nation by storm, Carnegie's vision extended beyond the written word into a more tangible and practical approach. Enter the Dale Carnegie Institute, a beacon of interpersonal skills improvement that embodied Carnegie's unique approach. Born from a desire to create change and inspire success, the Institute was established as a platform to teach the world Carnegie's methods. It was here that his teachings were brought to life, empowering individuals to master the art of effective communication and human relations. The Dale Carnegie Institute wasn't confined to one place or one group of people. It expanded, reaching across borders and cultures, making Carnegie's teachings accessible to all. It became a global phenomenon, a testament to Carnegie's timeless and universal principles. At the heart of the Institute was, and still is, the focus on improving interpersonal skills. It's a place where individuals are taught to listen, to understand, and to connect with others on a profound level. It's here that they learn to harness the power of effective communication, the very core of Carnegie's approach. Dale Carnegie's approach to interpersonal skills has left an enduring legacy, proving that the ability to communicate effectively is indeed a key to success.